Under 10 seconds. Indianapolis Mutiny, San Diego Dynasty. Mutiny takes the God right away. Ian Trainer takes the God on the break. Glenn Takamoto shoots and breaks out to the car wash corner. Mutiny got a gang of penalties last game and lost. Trying to recover now. Bertagidio and Tommy O'Donnell doubling up. Bertagidio comes across. Alex Fragi, I believe, walking off the field. Dalton Vanderbilt gets shot as well. Comes walking off the field for Dynasty. Ian Trainer gets shot in the face from the Snake. He's going to come walking off the field. I believe that's Sam Monville playing for Indianapolis Mutiny. So 3 bodies walk off all at the same time for San Diego Dynasty. Alex Goldman fills across. Yosh Rao fills across to the Snake side corner. Alex Goldman getting the thorough check by the referee. Alex Goldman still alive in the temple behind the God. A very dangerous Snake player. Haven't gotten much production out of him yet. Out of that center temple, maybe he can come across, get in the Snake and start doing some damage. Honestly, he's the guy that I would put in the Snake over Ian Trainer, but San Diego Dynasty trying to get Ian Trainer some game time. Try and teach him the wise ways of the Dragon, the Zen Kung Fu Ninja Masters. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it sounds good. Ryan Greenspan fills back across from the tall tower, back to the back center. Just 4 bodies alive for San Diego Dynasty. Alex Goldman, Yosh Rao, Ryan Greenspan, Glenn Takamoto. No attack, kind of on their heels right now, with Mutiny in both. Snake 2's in control of the game. Tommy O'Donnell looking both ways from that center tower, both corners. I think I got Andy Horvath right here in front of me, controlling the wire for Sam Monville. Mutiny's had a rough year. Well, they got some really quality players, really high quality players. They got some talent. They've done a lot of things on some other teams. Maybe they can get it together. Try and make a Sunday here with 2 wins. They're sitting even with Avalanche and Dynasty. So both these teams with 2 wins. Dynasty has won both events this year, Chicago and Huntington Beach. Again, though, Dynasty playing from their heels. Sam Monville trying to work the inside. Put some paint on Glenn Takamoto. Dynasty playing smart, trying to stay alive. Monville comes over the top, tries to put some paint on Yosh Rao. Horvath backs up off the Snake side corner. Tries to get some shots in on Glenn Takamoto and Ryan Greenspan. Deep in the car wash corner. Tommy O'Donnell still controlling that center tower. Watching over Sam Monville, making sure that Alex Goldman doesn't try and get up and make a move. Letting Sam Monville do his job, go to work. Mutiny player on the far side bumps across from that corner into the Dorito and on into the car wash. And Yosh Rao takes a leap, takes a leave, and he walks out the field. So now only 3 bodies left. Ryan Greenspan bumps back to the back center. This is where Ryan Greenspan gets a lot of kills, making those moves while players are watching other people walk off. Trying to cut down lanes and pick up Mutiny players. But Mutiny, 5 bodies alive still, in control with the field position, communicating, shooting a lot of paint, doing their jobs. Tommy O'Donnell throws a pot over to Andy Horvath. Not a very good throw by Tommy, kind of limp-armed it. Nonetheless, Andy gets a pot, gets back up, Looks to be aggressive. Glenn Takamoto shooting solely over here at the Snake 2. Now switches sides, tries to control the wire. Dynasty not willing to give up so easy. And here comes Andy Horvath through the middle of the field where these games have been broken down. Alex Goldman turning and dealing. Sees Horvath come up the middle. Here comes Tommy. It's really Horvath and O'Donnell's moves to make as they both start to get up and get going. Trying to protect their players, but you know, with the wires covered and both Snakes shooting across the inside, Mutiny doesn't want to make the mistake and give Glenn Takamoto a free wire. So, not turning that corner, still playing out of Snake, the second knuckle on the car wash Snake. So the openings are really going to come through that middle of the field. Mutiny has 3 players stacked up in both big Doritos. Almost those 45-yard line bunkers, if you want to call it. Alex Goldman. Finally, Chad Yaya Boucher makes his move, jumps over, and is now playing the inside of the car wash. Tommy O'Donnell up into the wedge on the car wash side of the field. Andy Horvath catches a bounce from Alex Goldman. Sam Monville needs to come out a little bit wider and maybe turn that corner and eliminate Alex Goldman, just get him off the field. 5-on-3, they have a body to give away. Don't come too close and let Ryan Greenspan shoot you, but we've seen players time and time again turn that corner, play that leg. And this is going to go down as a stalemate as Mutiny does not take advantage and capitalize on the advantage that they created for themselves. So very poor execution by Mutiny. A lot of smart players out there. Maybe didn't bring their clocks. So they're going to finish with 5 live bodies. Dynasty's going to finish with 3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, time expired.
And it's looking like it's going to make for a very interesting point spread once we get down to the end here now. Especially with Infamous being disqualified.
And Dynasty looked like they had
so
3 bodies up, but
stalemate. Vancouver Vendetta coming up next. No, they have 1 win. Chicago Aftershock going to be playing them. They have 4 wins. Kind of sitting in the driver's seat right now. X Factor riding shotgun also with 4 wins. Mutiny's going to get the 100 points after that as they play Infamous, who is no longer with us. So coming up next, Vancouver Vendetta, Chicago Aftershock.